The thing that compelled me to do this movie was the central idea. And we've all seen robot movies before, but this is different. These aren't sentient robots. These aren't autonomous thinking machines. These are basically puppets or tools.
You can live your life without limitations. You see what they see, feel what they feel, and become anyone you want to be from the comfort and safety of your own home.
We stay at home and we're controlling these things vicariously from afar, and really it's like a metaphor for the internet, for how we're living our lives right now in this digital age.
You can finally live the life you've always dreamt of without any risk or danger to yourself.
It's the question, I don't know if it's a moral question, but it certainly poses the question, are we abstracting our social relationships in such a way that we're losing the sense of humanity in the exchange?
2 people have died while connected to their surrogates.
I think we may actually have a homicide here. First one in 15 years.
We are plugged in, it seems, during almost all of our conscious waking time, and it really leads to the question of like, well, you know, are we using this machinery in service to our goals, or are we actually kind of enslaved to this machinery?
There's the potential for anything to happen because you can choose your reality through this robot.
We really tried to build it organically from the idea itself, and what's so wonderful about this graphic novel is it had the idea in it that was so simple and yet had never been done.
The way we get to know Agent Peters is really as a plastic robot for the most part of the film, and we sort of know her in that body. There's a few moments where we meet her as the real person, which are quite jarring because they're not what you would expect. And I think, you know, those beats in the movie are great when you see the operators behind the robots.
It's in the same way as it's much more easy to send you a text or an email than to pick up the phone and call you, let alone like get in my car and drive over to see you. These are all things that are convenient for us, but again, they're just beginning to minimize the sort of the human experience and the human connection that we feel to each other. So it just leads to the question of how is it that we're all more plugged into each other and connected than ever before, but in the same way we're more disconnected than we've ever been. And that's what the movie's about.